Have you ever wondered why your travel piece, that article, never makes it past your editor's trash bin? Well, it's time you found out. I'm Patience Natkunda, and news editor, I'm a blogger and an award-winning travel writer. Well, that's new, but I'm loving it, and today I'm going to be taking you through a crash course in travel writing. So stick with me and let's learn together. Number one, we're going to be looking at what's entailed in travel writing. How is it different from any other kinds of writing? So first of all, travel writing is basically documenting your experiences of the places you've been to, the people you've met, all these experiences, and how these places are of particular interest to someone else. So that's why you do that. You want someone else to get to know what you experienced. When we do travel writing, we highlight sometimes culture and what it means to these people, to the locals. So the other thing you have to look at is what are the interesting things of this place? Is it the physical features that you went to see? Is it wildlife? Is it monuments? Is it anything really that keeps you glued to, I want to go to this place? Why do you have this idea to go to this place, and why you would want someone else to? So that's basically like what is entailed and what we do in travel writing. We document things about places, about people, and about any other interesting stuff that we might find wherever we go. Yeah, and after knowing what's entailed in travel writing, you might ask yourself, well, I'm not that good of a writer, what am I going to do? And here's how you do it. My number one tip is do not make the story about you, because you are not the subject matter in this travel piece. You're just a person reporting and documenting your experience. So please let the places, let the physical features, let whatever you went to see or you went to experience take center stage in your article. Tip number two is how you write this article makes or breaks it. How you package your content will keep the reader glued to this piece or push them away, just like that. So you need to look at how you're talking about the places. When you say, I went to Mutima Beach, I looked at beautiful people, I had a lot of this and that to do. Okay, that's your thing. But someone else comes and says, Mutima Beach, located at this place, has this and that experiences to offer. It brings you this, the weather is like this. You can enjoy this activity at this time of day. I think that's better. I think that speaks the reader. So you need to focus on bringing something to the reader's table than talking about yourself, because it's not about you. I'm sorry to break it to you like that, but that's how it is. And so the other tip that I usually give people is, before you submit your work, because we're talking about getting published here, you don't write, you can have your blog and stuff, but if you want to, like we said, be a distinguished travel writer, you want your work to be exposed. And one other thing you have to do is reread your work. And the trick is, you need to compile your information, put it down in bits, merge it, and leave it. Because you're not going to do everything at a go. That doesn't cut it, at least for me, and this is what I've come to learn. So write your article and give it time, maybe a day, maybe 8 hours, and then come back to it and read it. You're going to be surprised at how much you want to change from your first draft, and that is what the road is like. So look at what you could change, look at how you want your information to flow, and this is all done by you rereading your work several times, and sometimes reading out loud, like, I did this, this is how this happened. Reading it out to yourself is going to help you pinpoint some grammatical errors. It's going to help you look at, or maybe I missed a certain detail, I should add that in. Or maybe this is not necessary, I should make it better. So mostly it's about that. When you forward story and it's 1,200 words and the editor can't go past 4 paragraphs, that's it. They are done. Usually they will keep it for later, and that's how you don't get published. That's how your story is stuck in the dustbin, and you don't want that. So edit yourself, reread your work, and make some changes before you submit. And lastly, I would talk about why it's important to have these skills or to be a travel writer. And personally, I wouldn't say I've earned much from it, but I've got the experience and it's taken me places. I've been able to collaborate with agencies that I never thought I would before. I've been able to take tours that I didn't have to pay for. How good is that? The other thing is I get to do things for other people, because when you go and document these cultures, document these places, you're bringing a voice to the people that could never have got a voice. So it's a journey, it's a career that you build, and the experience brings you to where you need to be, to the opportunities you've yearned for all along. So don't sit on yourself, get out there, start to write, and with time you're going to practice, you're going to hone your craft, and you'll get there. So don't look down on yourself when your story is rejected, because you need to do better.